we go. A lot better. There we go. Now, there we go. That's a lot better. It's a lot better. How's the mic quality? Now, there we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, my mic quality sounds a lot better. How's the mic quality? There we go. It sounds a lot better. A lot better. I just gotta get a stand for this microphone though. It don't fit with my stand. We getting it together though. We're getting it together though. Peace and welcome to the people in the chat. H Nation, peace and welcome. Uh, Francesca, peace and welcome. I finally got a new microphone, y'all. I just gotta get a stand for it. The stand that I got, it don't fit. My bad. I've been having trouble here. I had to buy a new microphone. I had to buy a new microphone. I had to get a new mouse. I just had to run to Walmart and get a new mouse. Everything's been a little off whack. They fucked up my whole internet thing. I had Google Internet. My kids somehow did something to my computer. I don't know what the fuck they did to it, but they broke the mouse. They somehow deleted my Google Internet, so I'm using Microsoft Internet. I'm trying to figure this shit out. So we just had a little bit of technical difficulties. But I hope everybody holiday was going well. I hope everybody had a great holiday. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope you spend time with your loved ones. You know, all that good stuff. I need to get my hair done again. My hair retwisted. But how's everybody doing? I know I ain't been around in a while. I've been busy working overtime at this new job. My schedule's different now. Like I said, I'll be working from 2 to 10 now, so I don't be having time to go live much. But I'm trying to figure out a way to adjust so I can go live more again. So if y'all can just bear with me on that one. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff going on. This rapper David, I can't remember his name. I know it's D4did or D4vid or something. I've been watching videos on this because Trip C's pointed me to it to go over that because this story is very tragic and very messed up, man. It's very messed up. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on it when we go over the story. And in other news, Umar canceled all his meetings. Marianne Lorianne, shout out to her. She went live earlier, speaking on it. So we're gonna look at that video, and then we're gonna head on out of here. I don't plan on being live too long, but they say the version beats the virtual. You said beats the other virtual version. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I've been gone for a while. I know everybody probably think Remy got his money and rolled out. No, it's just been a whole lot of shit going on that came with that. Um, me starting this new job, and me getting that little bit of money. A lot of problems came with it. Uh, Personal problems that I don't really want to talk about and explain. But Biggie Smalls was right. More money, more motherfucking problems because people came out the woodworks and it I mean, motherfuckers came out the woodworks. I ain't never even people that was never there when I was, this shit was crazy. I had a lot of people just coming out of nowhere like this, acting like I owed them something. But to the people that I made promises to, I did not forget you. I just been handling things with all this shit going on, and I put a little something to the side. I didn't forget you, motherfuckers. I did not. I did not forget you guys. It's just been a lot of personal shit going on, a lot of rough shit. Shout out to Knee Slap. I saw that he was live last night, giving his updates on Young Pharaoh. Apparently, that motherfucker got locked up again. That's crazy. How many times this nigga go to jail? If you can, if him going to jail every 5 fucking minutes is not enough to let you know that he has a mental issue. The man is in jail every 5 minutes. Every time I turn around, this nigga is in jail. Nigga been locked up in the past 4 fucking months than he has his whole life. He's only been, before he became Young Pharaoh, nigga only been locked up like once or twice. After the last 4 months, nigga been locked up at least 4 or 5 times. That's crazy. And they keep letting this goofy ass out, but we ain't here to talk about him. That's Knee Slap. I'm gonna let Knee Slap keep that. Because he's been doing a better job and keeping track and all that. But I want to start off with this rapper guy. I don't know who he is. I've never heard his music. I haven't heard of this guy until this whole situation came up. But when I did see a clip, yeah, she interviewed that elder. That's what I'm gonna go over today. Miss Marianne, shout out to Miss Marianne Lorianne. She interviewed that elder, and he said a lot of good. He was like, he's an elder, so he's gonna say what he says. But I think he made a few good points, especially about the tribunal. Didn't he want to call tribunal on SETI and them? Time to call the tribunal on his ass. But I just want to go over that little rapper thing for like a split second before we get into Marianne Lorianne. This rapper, they found an underage girl in his trunk of his Tesla. That's right, they found an underage girl rotting in the back of his trunk. And the second I found out that happened, everybody was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh, somebody stole his car. Oh, nah. Nigga. I knew from the very beginning that nigga did it. That's why I didn't speak on it until the arrests were made, because I knew for a fact that nigga did it. The girlfriends and pictures and shit that they start finding of this man with the girl. First of all, why are you getting matching tattoos with an underage? I mean, why are you even associated with this little girl? She's 15. And for those of you who don't know my story, and for those of you who do know my story, you know why I have a problem with this. I am a product of that type of relationship. I am what came from that type of relationship. My mother was 13. My father was over age. So I have a huge problem. The second I found out that they found that girl in his trunk, I was like, that man did it. I know people like him. My whole entire life. My father was like him. So I knew from the very beginning, oh yeah, no, I can't blame the parents because the mother said her daughter was missing for a year. And you can't blame the parents on mine because both my grandparents tried to kill my dad. The second they found out, they tried to unalive his ass. They just couldn't catch him because he's always in the army moving around and shit. But we ain't here to talk about what happened with me and my parents. We're here to talk about this situation. I'm gonna play this little TMZ clip, and we'll go from there. Hold on, let me turn this Wi-Fi off because it's hooked up. I can hear myself in my bathroom speaker. We got a speaker in the light, and as soon as somebody turn on the light, it connects to my phone. So let's play this little clip from TMZ. I need y'all to bear with me because my speaker, my headphones ain't working for some reason. I'm trying to get them joints to work. That's another problem I've been having with this computer. My headphones ain't working, so I got to lean a little bit towards to hear. I know y'all can hear the computer fan in the background. Apologies for that too. I'm trying to get this together, man. Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me.
Really interesting twist. There is a grand jury that has convened in the case involving the death of Celeste Rivas. And this is a really interesting twist. And underlying it all is what I believe is a war between the LAPD and the LA County Medical Examiner. So here's what happened. The LA Times got hold of a petition that the LAPD filed asking to block the medical examiner from releasing any information about the death of Celeste Rivas. This is highly unusual. And as a matter of fact, the LAPD tried this back in September, and the judge in that case said there's no basis for doing that the LAPD didn't make a case. Well, they went back again, apparently a few days ago, and they asked again, seal all the information that the medical examiner has, and that judge did it. And the medical examiner was pissed and came out with a statement saying it's highly unusual. They believe in transparency, obviously a problem. The LA Times has seen that petition. The petition itself is sealed. So you can't even see the LAPD applying to get the order. It's all sealed. The LA Times, they say they've seen the petition, and in it, it says that a grand jury was convened in mid-November, just a week or so ago, and it's an investigative grand jury where they can subpoena witnesses and help the LAPD get information. Because think about it. The LAPD calls somebody and says, we want to talk to you. They say no. But if the grand jury subpoenas them, they have to come and they have to testify. So that's why law enforcement uses these grand juries. So this is an investigative grand jury. It met for a couple of days. We don't know if it's still in force. My guess would be it probably is, because the LAPD is looking at this, trying to get information. And a lot of people, when LAPD calls, says, we don't want to talk.
There we go. There we go. There we go. My mic got unplugged. But this one ain't really like, hold on, let me go to this other one. This one ain't really like, I don't give a fuck what the judge and them talk about. I want to know the story and what the hell happened, what was going on. Hold on, let me we know what really happened. Let's check this one out.
An LAPD captain is disputing part of a story that we broke over the weekend. A story about David, the singer David, and the body that was found in his Tesla, that body of Celeste Rivas. And the part of our story that we broke over the weekend was that the remains of Celeste were partially frozen when they were found in the Tesla. This was back in early September, first week in September, when they discovered.
This is crazy. You can look at this little girl, bro. Come on. There's no excuse for this, bro. You can clearly see that this little girl is underage. Like this is a pure pedophile. Like he's a pure PDF file. Look at her hairstyle. She looks like she fresh out of middle school. Not even. Still in middle school. That is a 15-year-old's hairstyle. That is a child's hairstyle. So you can look at this little girl. I immediately knew, yeah, something wasn't right. Once they showed the picture of her and said they found her in the trunk, I was like, yeah, that nigga did it. Trip C's, what's up, sis? Jaded, what's up? Mike James, who Mike James? You said you won't be coming up. Your voice is still half gone. Bring your ass up here. I'm having some technical difficulties with this new equipment. I need you up here.
When they were found in the Tesla. This was back in early September, first week in September, when they discovered this when David's car had been towed to an LA tow yard. Well, the LAPD captain is saying that the body was not frozen. So herein lies the issue. We have a very well-connected source connected to the medical examiner, the LA County Medical Examiner, which currently has the body. And that source has doubled, tripled, quadrupled, and sextupled down, actually, now, saying that the body was indeed partially frozen when it was received
Yeah,
by.
you can hear me, but you can't half hear me. The body was not half frozen because it was in the trunk of that Tesla for weeks.
Oh shit! I do got a stand where I can just put it. You said what?
The body was not half frozen when the police found it because it had been in the Tesla for weeks
That's why I need
in the
you up here
trunk.
because you know more about it than I do.
Yeah, but I can hardly talk. You hear me?
Oh, my bad, sis. If you, I just thought that you knew more about it than I do, and I don't
I
want to.
do. I can give you bullet points, but like,
That's what
if
I can
the
only
longer
get,
I
only get
talk,
my reaction.
the more strained it's gonna be. But she disappeared in like early August. Couple of weeks after that, he went on tour. Couple of weeks after that, they found her body in the trunk.
Yeah, they from the story that I'm hearing is he went on tour to try to run because he knew what he did.
They found the body, and then like he went to one more date, I think in Seattle, and then he canceled the tour.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She
But the,
she was 13 at the time that she first got with David. But if you type in his name, her, and then put her name and then teacher, it should come up with this video. Somebody recorded her teacher in the classroom, and he was talking about how she kept running away or whatever to go with David, but they saying that David was sliding the mama bread.
oh wow, because I did. Matter of fact, I did see poetic Flacco. That's the video I'm trying to find right now. He break it down a lot. He showed text
How would
messages.
a body stay frozen for weeks with no kind of freezing in the
Right,
middle of summer in California? The body
right.
was never frozen. It
They said
wasn't half found frozen.
they found it because of the stink of it. If
Yeah.
it's frozen, you ain't gonna smell it. I don't think you'll be able to smell it if it's frozen.
When he got with her, she was like 13. She was found the day before her birthday when she turned 15.
This pisses me off because you know why it would piss me off.
Yeah.
The second I found, like I said, I can't express this enough. The second I heard the news that they found her in his Tesla, I didn't need to hear nothing else. I just
He
knew.
did it. He did it. That's all
I
I
just
had to
knew.
say in my head. That nigga did it. He
Yeah,
got a star tattooed right between his eyes, my nigga.
right. And they got matching tattoos.
And
They got
then
matching tattoos.
the song is a couple of years old, but it kind of matched what happened.
This is fucking
He
ridiculous.
dismembered her body and put it in the trunk.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man.
Now I didn't hear that gnarly, but I haven't been researching too hard. So
But what made you what the part that I can't understand about what he did was what made you think that putting her in the trunk wasn't going to get your dumb ass caught
he figured he could ditch the car with her in the trunk and then say, "Oh, I was on tour." Like we don't have forensic science.
and say somebody stole the car, right? Because that's what people were trying to say.
Probably because that's what they were saying at first. Look, the car has some kind of issue. And that's when the police tagged it.
That's fucking
And
ridiculous.
then they took it to the impound lot. When they took it to the impound lot, I guess when they was taking it off the tow truck, that's when they
Right.
smelled it.
Yeah, they can start smelling it. That's what that's that. I remember seeing it. The dude said I could just smell a foul stench coming
And
from.
then I haven't seen it since, but when this first came out, they said they found a baby at that tow truck place. But I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I seen somebody in the chat say that she might have been pregnant, and
But
that's probably
then
why he did it.
if you go to that video he did, the song Romantic Homicide, it
Oh
looks
wow,
like it was premeditated.
wow,
Go and watch it when you have a moment. I kind of
yeah.
fast forwarded through that joint, but he dismembered somebody on there with like 14, 15 knives.
On in the song, he that's what he said.
In the video, in the music video.
Oh wow,
You just saw knives start stacking up with blood on them and shit.
this man is sick. This man is very sick. He needs to be locked under the jail, not in the jail.
He is an official suspect now.
In the deepest, darkest hole you can find.
They taking you to jail.
Uh huh. You know, you go to prison.
Prison.
And
No,
I'm gonna
not
get
weak,
this boy.
Carolina kid. Not weak, weeks. Look, that Tesla was sitting there before David went on tour for like 1 or 2 weeks. And then David went on tour for like 2 or 3 weeks before they took the Tesla to the tow truck lot.
Right. That shit is ridiculous, bro. I can't believe somebody like that. I mean, I can believe it because, like, you know my situation, but to take it that far,
Look, the first picture I saw with him, he just looked dusty. And then I saw a recent picture of him. That motherfucker looked like he been dabbling in the dark arts for years.
right? That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at him right now. Like, he's on the screen.
That's not him.
This dude right here.
Oh, I was looking at the one at the top.
This dude
No, I'm
right there.
saying if you go to Google and put his name in and then look at the photos.
This is bad.
Hey everybody, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
shout everybody out individually because y'all can hear
Oh,
my
somebody got
voices.
some details right here.
Yeah. So, guys, I know I'm late to this story, but I just want to say I did see it first day one. I saw the breaking news about Celeste's body being found frozen, so they say TMZ claimed. And not gonna lie, I actually just refused to make a video on it while everybody else was. I actually didn't even want to cover it because at this point I'm just so confused. I'm just like genuinely confused, and I really just don't
See,
even know what
that's
to
what
say
I'm
anymore.
saying.
And I'm gonna get to the latest updates, the latest reports, because
Pause real
apparently,
quick.
although TMZ and a dozen other outlets.
See, that's why I said don't use videos. Go and actually read the documents. Because when
Right.
this first came out, that's when the rumor that her body was frozen. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't.
100 and something degrees outside, and the body been sitting out there for weeks, but it's still frozen.
I think they're
That's to
mistaken
try
rigor
to wait.
mortis.
That's somebody muddying the waters trying to say, well, David couldn't have done it because he's been on tour.
Right. Or they could be mistaking it for rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis and frozen, and no. Wait for the coroner's report.
Right. Okay.
And
Oh,
the coroner's report, they did put out that it is listed as a homicide.
right.
Yeah, I
Hey,
forgot that part, Star. Intuition. He had a coffin at his shows. He's listed as a suspect now, Mr. Switchy.
hey, Rex, appreciate the cash app, bro.
Rex is here. I didn't see him.
He probably in the bushes somewhere, most likely.
Hey, Rex.
But
Yeah, they say that she wasn't decapitated, but she was dismembered. I don't see. That's why I'm just waiting because there's too many conflicting stories out there right now.
but the fact that not only did you unalive this young girl, you dismembered her. You know how crazy and demented you gotta be to be able to sit through that. You know how hard it is to hack through bones.
Yo, I'm gonna give you Jaded theory because we was talking about this yesterday while I was looking into it. He said Jaded think that David set this up to do it just for the publicity.
He could have.
I'm leaning to more towards the bit dabbling the dark arts,
The thing about it is, sis, if he's
but
crazy
they
enough to
kind of
dismember
converge
her,
on the same thing.
go ahead.
I said they could converge on the same thing. The nigga dabbling in the dark arts and wants some attention.
That could be true. It could be all three. But the thing about
Two,
it
not
is, I
three.
believe Jaded in your theory because you gotta be dabbling in some dark arts or crazy as fuck to dismember
Look,
something.
long before this child died, and let's not get it twisted, she was 14 when she passed. The day before her 15th birthday.
She
This
wasn't in no
child,
middle school.
before this child passed, this man made a video called Romantic Homicide, where
Right.
he was dismembering somebody and put him in a suitcase. Hey,
Fucking
Doug.
crazy. Fucking crazy, bro. You gotta be out of
You,
your mind.
oh, you changed your name to Rexilus? Rexilus?
Yeah, yeah, I see it. But I think all your theories could be right because, like I said, you got to be dabbling in some type of dark arts or just mentally unstable to be
You
able
could
to
just be
for somebody.
twisted, or you could be twisted with a purpose.
Right? That's the best way to describe it. Twisted with a purpose. Right? And he could have wanted attention for it because he's
And
getting it.
then there is another song that is floating on social media called Celeste, and it's supposed to be from David, but we all know in this stage of AI, in this age of AI, that we got to be careful.
Right? Yeah, you definitely do.
Well, my cough drops. I'm
Yeah.
keeping Ricola in business right now, single handedly.
Yeah, you only can stay if you wanna when I get to Marion and Lorian, you don't gotta be up here for that. I just wanted you up here for this part because you know a lot more about it than I do right now. So take
Mm,
cola.
yes, just pop one.
This shit is I'm speechless about it is because like when you say dismembered, like you gotta be you're hacking through bones. Like you know how do you get the fact that you can be able to sit through that and then go
Bruh,
on
it
with
take a
life like
special
nothing
kind of
happened.
somebody to sit up there and do some bullshit like that.
Right. And then you go
Like
on
it
with
take a
life like
special
nothing
kind of
happened.
somebody to be a butcher, a regular butcher. Then
Right.
you got somebody that want to get something missing up there.
Shit, I think you got to be some type of crazy to be a fucking surgeon.
But seeing as how he looked, I don't know. His aura just give off. I want to be a witch doctor. To me, it
Yeah.
might not to nobody else, but to me, that's what his aura gives off. I want to be a witch doctor.
Looking at his pictures, like you can see that something ain't right.
I'm telling you, look at him from the beginning to now. That bitch
Yeah.
skin even look evil. I ain't got time.
You should his skin look evil. That's crazy work.
That bitch got skin like Nature Boy.
Right. He said that nigga skin look evil. Crazy work. Oh man.
Nah, they go past emo. Emo just means emotional.
Yeah.
We back to
Emo
that
just
time, and
people
we
down
back to that
south.
time where people going and getting fake Necronomicons and shit, thinking they summoning the devil.
Right. Yeah, my kids deleted my Google off my joint, so I'm using Microsoft right now.
They deleted it.
Yeah, they deleted my Google profile. You know the little icon that you put on your joint, so you can
All
just.
you gotta do is log back in.
I know, but I forgot how to put it on the thing, so it's just Google. Like Google
Oh,
Analytics.
you gotta set Google as your default.
How the fuck? I forgot. I remember you showed me how to do it. I don't remember how to do it.
It should ask you once you re-download Google if you want to set it as your default. You just click yes and it's flip you over to the screen.
Yeah, I'll do it in a minute. And they were arrested for grand jury reviews, evidence for weeks. Um, I
Yeah,
don't.
they say the grand jury's been in the reviewing evidence, but they haven't come. There's a secret grand jury. You know the one they pulled before they hit you with the charges.
Right.
Just
I
like they
really
did
don't know
Diddy.
too much about that, so I
Oh,
won't come up.
Speaking of Diddy, he bought the whole prison Thanksgiving dinner.
Yo, he looked like he having a jolly ass time up in that
Well,
motherfucker.
no, you know why he bought the whole prison Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Yeah, so they won't be on his ass.
No, so he could eat.
So he can what?
So he could eat.
Oh,
He couldn't have just ordered Thanksgiving dinner for himself.
so he can. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Because if you go do that, motherfuckers is gonna be like, hey,
Diddy is not an altruistic motherfucker, okay? And you're
right,
not gonna score no sympathy points by buying prisoners Thanksgiving dinner because they family already sent them boxes on the holidays.
right. All right. Well, I just wanted you to come up. You can stay if you want. But if
I'm
you want,
good. Umar, no, I already don't feel good. I ain't finna
yeah,
make my abs. No.
I just want to
Mm-mm.
go over this a little bit. I ain't planning on being on here long.
Let me just get my mantra real quick. We all have to remember that Umar is a fat, nasty, greasy, sandwich eating bastard. I'll
Right.
see y'all next time, and hopefully I sound better.
All right. Thank you, sis.
No problem.
All right. All right, y'all. So, Marianne Lorianne, definitely confirmed that Umar has canceled all his meetings, and she's talking to an elder right now, trying to figure out what's going on and why he did it. So we're gonna go over this a little bit, then I'm gonna get on out of here. I ain't planning, like I said earlier, I wasn't planning on being up here for too long because this was just a little test run with this new equipment until I can fully figure it out. So we're gonna look at this for a little bit, and we're gonna head on out of here. Neekwa, what's up, sis? Kakalaka, Rex, Mr. Switchy, Douglas. Anybody else that I didn't shout out, my bad. Like I said, I'm trying to work this new shit. My kids did something to my computer. But let's get into this.
Good evening, family. This is Marianne. I'm bringing you an interview with Bubba Gill, who is part of the community that could give us a broader insight on the abrupt cancellation of the tour for Dr. Umar Johnson. Bubba Gill, can you please greet the YouTube community?
All right. How y'all doing? Imhotep.
Okay, Bubba Gill, can you explain to them and the community when someone hear the title Bubba? Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah. All right. Baba is the correct pronunciation, and the word Baba means father. All right. It also refers to a priest, specifically of the Yoruba religion and its offshoots. So the Yoruba, who are they? The Yoruba is one of the four main ethnic groups in Nigeria. One of the four largest main ethnic groups in Nigeria. That's what, the importance of that being that during the transatlantic slave trade, their culture has been well preserved throughout the Americas and the diaspora in several countries.
Listen, family, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna let this run and I'm gonna listen while I'm in the bathroom. So if y'all don't hear me, that's where I'm at. I just gotta use the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna let this play while I go step off and use the bathroom.
From Haiti to Trinidad, Cuba, as well as Brazil, and even, for that matter, the United States as of recently. But the diaspora has preserved a lot of their culture from Africa.
Okay. Okay, Bubba Gill. I'm gonna start with the very first question. Dr. Umar abruptly canceling his tour within the conscious community. Do you think that's a good look or a bad look?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The tour could have been canceled for any number of reasons. So it's hard to say if it's good or bad. At first glance, it doesn't appear to be It doesn't appear to be good, but there could be any number of reasons why he may have had to cancel.
Like?
So, we are talking about we are dealing with a post-pandemic world that we live in. Recently the pandemic shut down the entire world, was literally paralyzed. There's also a new strain of COVID that they're talking about. So let's just look at the big picture and be patient with each other. There could be a health problem that he's dealing with personally, maybe a health problem with a family member that he has to attend to.
Okay, I think I would agree with you. Health issue or probably family, because he does care for his mother, but I wouldn't say pandemic, because we're no longer in COVID era, So
Right. However, there are we are recently out of that pandemic, and they are talking about new strains of COVID, right? So it may not be. We may not, although we may not be in a pandemic. I'm just saying that to say there could be something pertaining to his health, and or he's got a busy schedule, a tight schedule, a lot. He's booked apparently, and who knows? It could be any number of things. But at first glance, no, it doesn't look good.
right.
Okay.
So let's give it the benefit. There might be a health issue, or it might be he's the primary caregiver for his mother. Do you not think just an abrupt cancellation throughout all the houses, should he not come out publicly and give some kind of explanation?
Hey, in a perfect world, that would be nice to have, right? But let's try to just be patient with the brother and make no assumptions, or not be quick to judge. There could be any number of reasons why he had to cancel.
But my point is common courtesy. He gave no explanation, King.
Right. So in a perfect world, that one would be expected and nice to have. And let's just wait and just be patient and see where the chips land. Maybe there's an explanation that'll be forthcoming. And hopefully he's going to reschedule down the line.
Okay, so you believe he may come out and reschedule?
Possibly, that's quite possible, yeah.
I don't think he will, but like you said, I'll be, open mind. Now, I have another question for you. Do you think, because you mentioned to me, before we got on here, we were talking, you said that I'm too hard on him. Can you elaborate? What do you mean by I'm too hard on him?
Well, no, I was just saying, so what I was speaking to is that, and it's not, I was using you as an example, actually. So what I'm speaking to is just in general. We need to get to a point as a community where we're not rushing to slam each other or put each other down publicly on social media.
Mr. Judge,
so do you think I slam him on social media?
You came at him a little rough. You came at him a little hard. Yeah. I just think that and it's not just about you. I'm just saying, as a rule, there's any number of Black women putting down brothers online or social media, and there's any number of Black men doing the same to the sisters. We have to find a better way to address each other and some common denominators that
see this. Hold on, let me pause this real quick. See, that's the part I didn't agree on. I mean, I understand that he's an elder, and elders do like to handle things a different way, but we've already tried. I've seen people try before. People like me, Information Man, Lennon, and Lady Luck, and That's what I'm saying. Wait, that's what I said, Nikwa. That's what I said. I was like, wait, what? That's what I said. I'm like, hold on. See, this is what we mean. This is what we mean by people still letting him slip by. Like, oh, we're putting black. Like, if we don't regulate our own, and this is no disrespect to the elder. This is no disrespect to him. I ain't got no. This is no disrespect towards him. No disrespect towards Marianne. Because I like her as a person. I think she does good work, and I have a lot of respect for her and Uncle Malik and people of that group. But we're past that. The man has squandered millions of dollars that could have went to programs for kids, actual programs for kids, actual things. Like that money could have went to the school that what's his name? King Randall's building. Now imagine if King Randall had got that money. Where would his school be right now? Imagine if Q Butter got that money. Where would his school be now? We would actually have the schools that Umar is talking about. We would actually have them. We do, in a sense. This is not taken away from their schools either, because they actually started schools. But for him to sit there and say that you're basically covering for Umar again, in a sense. We can't call our own. If we can't regulate our own people, who's going to do it? If we can't call out the foulness in our own people, who's going to do it? If the white man does it, you're just going to say, "Oh, it's the white man." If any other race does it, you're just going to say they're being racist. So who else better to do it? That's the one thing I don't understand about the old-fashioned black power. It's like y'all see it in a way as like we got to be so unified that when we have truly terrible people in our community, we can't say nothing. We just got to let them do it. That's what I feel like he's saying. And that, like I said, this is no disrespect to him. But that's what we feel like you're saying. The younger generation, that's what we feel like. We don't do that. We're not doing that. Those days are over. Y'all letting people slip through the cracks and do whatever they want. Y'all let Al Sharpton and fucking TD Jakes and all these other people slip by for years. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You need to let that unity shit go. If it ain't no unity, if you're letting people disrupt the unity. How can we be unified if you're allowing people to take advantage of that unity? That's all I'm saying. No disrespect at all. He's an elder and I respect my elders, but how? How can we've tried. We've tried the easy way. You know, doing little light jabs. Oh, where is the money? You know, what's hey Umar, what's going on? We've tried the easy way. You know, the little light jabs. You know, pointing out stuff in a nice way without criticizing him. We've done that. Those days are done. We're not doing that no more. Yeah, grace was given years ago. He was held to work with on the film of Awakening, even wanted to ruin Marianne. That's what I'm saying. And then he's sleeping with all these women. Instead of helping their kids, he's telling women, "I'm going to help your kid. Come to me to help your kid." And then all the women that we've seen come to him to help with their child. What happened? Did they get help with their child? No. Did they get did they get a piece of his Shango stick? Yes. Or so he likes to call it. All the money that these old folk, these older people are donating, skipping meals for him to build a school. Did he build a school? No. He got a dilapidated building that's moldy, and he's going back and forth to the building, pretending like he's doing something, getting them to send him money. Come on. Like, come on. Grace was given a long time ago. Grace was given 10, 15 years ago as he did this. We're in the year of where the grace period is over.
But if I could elaborate, I think I asked for accountability, but since you said black woman, black man, look how he came publicly and dragged that woman down, name in the mud, Mrs. Stack.
That shouldn't have been done. That was a bad decision on his behalf. That's not excusable. I'm not saying I agree with him at all. I'm saying that was wrong as well. I wouldn't have done that. And the comment I guess you're talking about is when he said in response to I guess some woman he was dating at some point, and I believe she might have came after him online or social media, and
in fairness to her, she was giving an account. They dated. They had a there was some form of relationship.
Right, there's some type of relationship they dated, and so I think that was a poor choice of words to say for him to say to her in response that she.
You know what I'm sick of? Whenever they bring up Lene Stacks, they skip right past. They go at her for what she said on my channel and other channels, and skip right past the fact that she was defending herself. Skip right past the fact where she didn't come online until after Umar berated and slandered her publicly on his channel where the world could see it. Everybody skips past that. And they skip past the fact that all of the channels that she's been on, we've all told you guys in the world that Lene never asked us to come on our channels. We felt as though she needed a platform to defend herself. So we asked her to come and defend herself. So the fact that everybody skips right past that part and automatically blames her for what she said. Everything she said was it. Now, did she keep going? Yes. She had every right to. This man slandered her. Our smaller channels don't equal up to his big channel. We might get thousands of views, but that video got hundreds and thousands of views. Maybe. That's just crazy. And everybody skips right past that shit as if she wasn't just defending herself. That's bullshit. I'm tired of hearing that. That's bullshit.
Had oral sex. She performed oral sex on him, and the way he just used a poor choice of words, even in telling that. I think it's
Well, he was
understood.
vulgar. He was vulgar.
Well, I think it's understood if anybody has a relationship, they're going to be intimate. Once you, that's enough right there. We can
Right.
fill the blanks in on our own. But for him to take to go into details talking about her gummy bearing, how she gummy bear this Shango stick, right?
He was vulgar. He was vulgar.
Right. And going back to the whole Baba, with coming from the Yoruba culture, Shango, for those who don't know, Shango is one of the Yoruba gods or deities, known as an Orisha, right?
Yeah.
So Shango
And then he
is
served a goon.
No. Shango is a male Orisha.
Right. But he served a goon, just to be clear. Umar.
So you say he's initiated to Ogun?
Yes, he's initiated to a goon.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, okay, that's fine. Right. Okay. But the relevance to Shango is that because he referred to his phallic symbol as a Shango stick, right? And talked about how this young woman gummy beared him. So I mean, just to give some background for those that don't know, Shango is a male Orisha, and he's associated with virility.
Right.
And
I think the image is a wooden male with the penis, right? That's the image, like.
Well, male virility, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's giving clarity on family, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah, masculine virility. He's also kind of like looked at as a Don Juan or Casanova of the Orishas, the ladies' man, right? So I just think he went a little too far in how he responded, and there was no place for that. He didn't have to respond like that. I said it already. I said it best. If it's understood that they have a relationship, it's implied that they were also likely intimate.
So,
right.
So, do you think within the community?
And that's just another example of what I'm referring to, right? Neither him nor her. We have to get to a point where we're just not going to attack each other publicly and show all of air all of the dirty laundry and show all the disrespect publicly on social media. And that's just, he could have chosen words better than that.
Yeah, well, I think she gave an accountability of the relationship. I think he was the vulgar one.
Well, yeah, I said, I mean, he still, I mean, he could have definitely chose his words better. Okay.
But, so I have another question for you. Do you think within the community, will they form a group to like call him, what do you call that? Bureau? Am I saying that right?
So what could happen would be like a council of elders, maybe.
Council of elders, yeah.
Yeah, like an informal council of elders that's respected. Come together and have a sit down talk, and I think this goes well beyond Umar Johnson. It just goes into Black America, period. These are things that, when you think of the community, that, being a community it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to also be a village.
Right. The concept of the village.
Right. Well, this is an aspect of not only village life, but traditional African life, but it's also, to different degrees.
But do you think he would be in agreement? Do you really believe he would humbly come in front of a council of elder?
I don't know. I can't say he would. I can't say he wouldn't. It would behoove him to, because I mean, he actually, this is the community he serves. This is his target audience. Mm-hmm. So if we call a council of elders, he would almost have to respond, because he is representing us. And so, to the degree that he doesn't respond to a council of elders meeting, it doesn't serve his. I mean, it doesn't look good. It wouldn't look good.
But he abruptly canceled all the tour. So.
Well, if he abruptly canceled the tour, there must be a reason why.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Baba, he did not give. I know what you're saying, but let's not. I think we protect him too much in the community. He gave no explanation. No house have an explanation. While he technically didn't do a tour, he did the one he didn't show up. You can't count that. And he took that airfare. He has not returned that. I know that for a fact. I'm not slandering him. And then the one, he gave them a speech, but he collapsed. I mean, that's not the tour. That's two. After the no-show, he shut it down. So, but he gave no explanation. I mean, how is that acceptable?
So, let's not jump to conclusions. I'm definitely not a big Dr. Umar Johnson fan.
My bad, y'all. I was trying to get my fucking microphone to work. This don't keep going in and out. But it seems like the dude isn't like putting no accountability on Umar on nothing that he doing. I don't see him putting no accountability on Umar for nothing that he's doing. All I hear is what Lene did and the relationship that they did. It seems like there's no type of accountability on his behalf. It's all everybody else's fault. I don't hear no accountability on their behalf. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't hear it. Did y'all? I ain't hear none. It seems like everybody just makes excuses for Umar and everything that he does. I mean, everything. Zero accountability, right? I ain't hear him hold Umar accountable for nothing. What old head is this?
But neither am I in it. Okay, but let's just not be. Let's just.
Yeah, but you've attended his lecture. I've been to a lecture that you've attended. Like, so.
I have, but no. That being said, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been in the community. I'm from every hood in the hood. That being said, when lecturers and thought leaders or scholars come to town, usually I'm there.
Right.
So I've attended Dr. Ivan Van Sertima's lectures. I've attended Dr. Malefio Sante's lectures. Mm-hmm. I've seen Farrakhan twice in Cleveland. Dr. Francis Cress Wells and Asa Hilliard, right? Mm-hmm. Ashwar Kwesi. So when people like that come to town, you know, I'm usually there, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. So it's not just Dr. Umar Johnson.
Right. And then I think in one of my video, I also told the viewers that I didn't really get onto the Umar wagon until he started with FDMG. Like, I've, you know, the concept was beautiful, the vision was appealing, and that's how I got on board. But I made it clear where, you know, I've gone to see different leaders within the community. It's when FDNG concept was introduced within the conscious community, I was like, wow, it kind of blew me away. And that's how I got on Umar. But I was technically never on Umar that way.
there are a lot of charter schools and schools that are already in existence, right? His will just, frankly, be just yet another one, if and when it ever gets off the ground.
Well,
right?
but technically, it's not going to be a charter school, babe.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that
his is like, it's a different concept. It's like grassroots, independent, run and built. Yeah. Sorry, my grandfather clock is going. If it's almost done, I apologize, family. I'm surprised it's going off this late. Yeah. I don't want you to say something they miss because the chime is kind of loud.
And you know what? One thing that I noticed, the fact that the dude didn't say nothing about it being wrong about Umar going around sleeping with all these women. I ain't heard nothing about that. I don't know if it's just me, but I didn't hear nothing about that. The fact that he just going around just sleeping with all these, having relationships with all these women and sleeping with them and not helping none of it, no kids. I didn't hear him say nothing about that.
I'm in the upstairs foyer, so it's coming up from downstairs foyer. So, like I was saying, so his concept, his school concept is different from the charter school. Now, my question: do you think he took on a task that's like over his head?
That's very possible. Very possible. That's no small order that he's trying to tackle right there. That's very possible. That may be, more that he could take on by himself. Yeah, that's possible.
So
that's a very real possible scenario.
So, in your heart of heart, do you believe FDFG will open?
I have no way of telling. I don't know.
Well, Baba, the question is like, do you believe it will or will not open?
I can't say beyond that. I just, all I can say is, I don't know. I mean, it's possible that it will. It's possible it will not.
Well, I believe. It
has been a long time, right?
10 years. And the school has not come to fruition. And then when you said I was hard on him, when I made my round through the community, my thing was like,
it seemed like every time Marianne tried to bring up some type of accountability towards Umar, the dude ducks around it. Or is it just me? I know I ain't tripping. You're witnessing the public defenders. Right. Because shit don't make sense. It seemed like every time she bring up some type of accountability or something that Umar did, he bounces around it and try to take the accountability off of Umar.
Asharisi, I was a lawyer donor, and then what kind of roughed my feather is him going around playing my voicemail. My thing was like, hey, no FDMG, I want my money back. Like I came gangster style, and I'm grateful and I'm happy I got my money back. But what about others? Like,
he caught him
acting of accountability is not tearing him down.
No. What I'm saying is, I think that what I'm saying is bigger than Dr. Umar Johnson or even you. I'm saying in general, as a community, as a race of people. Okay, there's just far too many African American women and men attacking each other online, on social media, in one way or another. And so we have to reaffirm each other's humanity and reaffirm the good in each other, and we have to get back to some basis.
And if this guy is really an elder, how are we supposed to feel about the community if our elders won't hold nobody accountable, won't hold Umar accountable? How are we supposed to feel? You gotta think about it that way too. You think we going to listen to our elders if they not going to hold nobody accountable? Because if you want to be real, we should hold them accountable for sitting back all this time and not saying nothing. And then when you finally get a chance to say something, this is what you say. Like, let's be real about it. She said she need to ask him, why is he still supporting Umar? Right.
Just have to see the good in each other and the humanity in each other, and get back to some form of boundaries of how far we're gonna go.
But is accountability? Would you classify asking him for accountability tearing him down?
No. Just for accountability. No, that's not tearing them down. But I'm saying, we have to be aware and conscious of the fact that it doesn't take much for that to slip into darkness or slip into just an outright attack, right? We have to be careful. We should be cognizant of that. We should, think before we speak, and more importantly, online. You talk about on social media. That's a permanent document. Anything you say becomes a permanent document.
Shit, I'm gonna be real with you. It's looking like we might need some new elders. Like, for real, it's starting to look like we might need some new elders. Because ain't this like the second or third elder? They had the Baba dude. What's the other guy that he did the interview with? And plus this guy. They all defended Umar or, brushed off everything that he was doing. None of them held him accountable. So how you feel? How you feel like we supposed to respect our elders or look to them as our leaders if you won't hold nobody accountable? You say, is he telling Umar this? Shit, I don't know. And I don't even think this tribunal is a good idea anymore. Because what's the point? Y'all ain't gonna do shit about y'all ain't gonna do shit. Y'all not gonna hold him accountable. Y'all not gonna, do anything. So far, all y'all did was take up for him. That's the guy named Professor Smalls. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't do this shit. I'm pretty sure he would hold Umar accountable. What are you talking about holding a tribunal? What's the point? We have not seen not one of you guys come out and speak against him or hold any accountability towards this man. Y'all all sat back and said nothing for all these years. This is crazy.
On social media, that's a permanent document. Anything you say becomes a permanent document that can never be retracted at that point.
Okay. Let's piggyback on that point. He collapsed, and then he publicly debunked it, and that's a lie. So that's permanent.
Correct. So I'm just saying, we need to be as a group of people. We need to be more cognizant. On any given day, there's any number of people attacking each other on social media. And that's a big reason why I'm not on social media. I don't have a social media page. I don't have a social media.
A lot of people in the conscious community, unless you're some kind of leader, they shy away from that. Yes.
I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not interested in that. And we need to, just as a rule, look for the good in each other and try to reaffirm each other's humanity. We attack each other on the streets. We attack each other on social media. We attack each other at work. We attack each other in school. We attack each other in the corporate America. Where does it end? We have to get to a place where we are living up to our highest potential and not our lowest common denominator.
Well, I think he's done that. He's done that himself.
You said Lennon showed clips of the elders calling out Umar, but it was years ago. That's cool. That's cool, but still, calling them out one time don't really mean nothing. You feel me? If you an elder, you should be, calling it out the entire time. I know if I'm an elder in a community and I see somebody like Umar doing what he's doing, I'm going to continue to speak on it until it stops. But maybe that's just me.
Some of it he has, right?
Yes. For him to accuse black contractor of robbing him, that's a disrespect and a slap to the black community. And my thing is that
I disagree. If that's his,
you said it was only Phil Valentine. Yeah, I saw Phil speak out against him. I seen Phil speak out against him. I think I did see Professor Small say something. But I know for a fact I saw Phil Valentine speak out against him.
Experience where that happened.
Okay, so why don't he publicly, because from what I understand, he claimed he was dealing with contractors that are in the community. Why don't he let us know who these contractors are?
So, truthfully, he doesn't, okay, that's a possibility, right? But he really doesn't, he really doesn't owe the community a response per se.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. If he's building a school that's grassroots, the community's money, yes, he does.
That would be okay.
If you're using people money, you have a right to give them an explanation.
Okay, so
it ain't his money. It ain't his money.
Well, one once it's handed over to him, it becomes his money, right?
Whether it becomes his money or not, he's taking it under the pretext, I'm going to give you, I have a vision. You believe in my vision. I'm going to make this a reality. He's collecting this money and we don't have anything.
His first report should be to his organization, right? So if he has a board.
Exactly, and he abruptly canceled all.
Wait, did he just say once the money is handed over to him, it's his? No, it's not. Not if he talking about he got a nonprofit. What is he talking about? What the hell is the dude talking about? That's what I'm saying, huh? He said once the money is handed over to him, it's his. No, it's not. If he's claiming he got a nonprofit to fundraise to build a school, it's not his money. Yeah, I'm definitely losing respect for this old. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm definitely losing respect as he talks. This is ridiculous. Right. What organization? What board? He said he sounded like more of a scammer than Umar. I'm trying to figure out what elder this is. But I've never heard of this guy until today. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all come in. We got 35 likes. We want to get it up to like 50.
Meeting from the House of Conscience. He only did 2. He collapsed in one. Okay, he did give the talk, and then he canceled on one. So he's not giving accountability to his community.
I'm saying his school should, if he has.
And that's the community. The school is for the community. Well, for all black kids, black boys, but it's for the black community.
No. But what I'm saying is specific. He has to have a treasurer, right? He has to have a board.
Okay, so and then why don't he bring those people in front of the community?
Now that would be a possibility if he has that. But his first response or of accounting is to that board or that organization.
And why haven't we met? We haven't even met his secretary. A man of his caliber should have at least 2 secretaries.
And so, but
a man of his caliber, he's yet to do a YouTube video.
Look, every time she says something that holds Umar accountable or points out something that he's doing wrong, he acts as if he doesn't hear it. He act like he don't hear nothing.
His private office.
Okay.
I got a private office in my private residence. I got a private office in my studio. You've been to my studio, my little film studio.
Yeah, that's fine.
So a man on that level should have some office where he come and talk to his supporter from his office. We've yet to see that.
He may, right.
If he may, why haven't he done it?
What I'm saying is specifically, an office is one thing, but he should have a board, an organization.
Okay, and why haven't we met that board? We have not met his board. That's all leaders in the community. No one has met his team.
But that board is who he has to account, have updates and meetings with. It's really that board, that organizational board that he's formed for his school, right?
And you're going in circle, King. We have not met his board. We have not met his team. Where is Umar's team?
I don't know know that we have to meet.
Thank you. You hear what she said? You're going in a circle.
I don't know.
Look at her face right now. Look at her face. She's disappointed. Look at her face. She's disappointed. She even told him, look, you're going in a circle. She is extremely disappointed. You can see it in her face. She thought that this man was going to hold Umar accountable and speak out against his wrongdoings. That's crazy. It looked like she's losing respect for him. Look at her face. Put it up full mask. Look at her face. That is a look of disappointment.
We have to be.
Put it up full mask. Look at her face.
Team. I don't know that the community has to meet the team. Okay, I don't know that he has to be.
So who do you know that's running for president, and you don't meet that team that's behind their political party? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm lost right now.
No. I'm saying specifically. I don't know that we have to see. I don't know that we have to know that much detail about
you are right.
Inner workings of this organization, right?
And that's the thing. The community, we don't have to know this. We don't have to know that. That's why he's getting away with what he's getting away with.
I think that now some level of transparency is needed. That would be nice, right? But I don't think that we. What I'm simply saying is that his accountability.
Ace Nation, you are right. It seems like everybody that she tries to, align with, to expose the things that's going on with Umar, they act like they are with her, and then when it comes down to it, it's like they backdooring her. They messing her over. You're right. The dude, Umar, from the very beginning. Hold on. What did you say in the comment? Said, Miss Marianne be getting done wrong by these dudes. The guy who called her about Umar fainting, and then this guy. It's starting to seem like they trying to set her up to look bad. That's what it's starting to look like to me. Dude called her talking about Umar fainted and then switched up on her. And then this guy act like he was going to hold Umar accountable. And then look, you can see it in her face. She's disappointed. This shit is crazy. This shows you what type of people that we're dealing with. And Miss Marianne, if you see this video, I want you to know that you're not alone. You still got support over here. We believe you. And we know what you're trying to do. And you should keep doing what you're doing. You just need to vet these guys. I think you should be more careful with the people that you trust in this community, because it seems like they act like they down for your cause, and then they flip on you. Because I can see, look, you can see the look in her face that she did not know this guy was going to do this shit. Seems like he made it seem like he was going to actually hold Umar accountable, and then flipped on her when she went live. Because every time she said something to hold him accountable, he ignored it. I don't know. He called her and told her, and then when she went live to break the news, he got mad at her. The guy that called her, he got mad at her for going live and letting people know. So that shows you what type of fake dude you dealing with. Why would you call her and tell her if you know if you didn't want her to tell nobody? Right. Seems like Umar might be sending people over there to fake 22 fake her out.
First to his board. He has to report to them.
Who is the board?
Or meet with that. I don't know who they are.
Okay,
None of
okay,
us know,
and
right?
you are a key person in the community. Like nobody knows the board,
Not a
and that's
22
the
fake out,
point
it's a
I'm
52
saying.
fake out.
Who is his team?
We don't know. No one knows. All right. And just because I'm a member of the community, I may not be. Just because I'm a member of, I'm a member of my community.
Well,
right?
and I'm part of my community. I mean, I'm not
Right.
no elder or
So
nothing,
I'm not necessarily in Washington D.C. I'm not in Baltimore. I'm not in New York.
right.
I'm not
But
in
so,
Philadelphia. I'm not in Buffalo. So it's.
but the
I'm
point
not
that I'm
Detroit,
making,
right?
there's not one community who could vouch to say I know a key person on Dr. Umar's team, and I'm saying this publicly. There's no
Right.
community that could come forward. No one who could say,
Mhm.
I know one person on this team. Come on, we got to be fair and honest.
Okay. And I have listen. I'm definitely not a Dr. Umar Johnson fan, but because I'm not a fan, I'm also not an enemy, right? I'm just just brainstorming with you, trying to think through some of this, and but I'm just saying, if there was anybody he must report, meet with, and be transparent with, have that level of transparency, it would be to his organizational structure. And then that something, if they decide, they can carry that forward and have meetings with the larger community, right? It's the stakeholders or shareholders, what we're calling the community, the conscious community. And that level of transparency that couldn't hurt. That's a good thing. I think it's needed.
It's definitely needed. So,
But I just feel,
and I feel like you're being politically correct. You're not telling me if you think the school would open or the
He
school.
keep talking about what organization, bro? What organization is he talking about? He keep trying to imply Umar has some type of organization. And she keeps telling him, where is this organization? This is, yo. Yeah, I think dude is a plant. I don't think he's an elder. I think he's a plant. And I think he was sent there to try to make her look bad. And all it did was make Umar look bad. And all it did was make the whole community look bad because it shows how far people will go to lie for somebody. Because the dude keep talking in circles. He keep coming back to the same thing. Talking in circles over and over. And he keeps implying that Umar has some type of organization. Like he has some type of team or some type of program, something going, but he doesn't.
won't open. You just want to stay neutral on that, right? Like,
I have no way. I just want to give an honest answer. I just don't know. I
me,
that's my honest answer.
I believe in my fiber. I don't think it's gonna come to fruition. I don't believe he's gonna open the school, and then it's because I truly stand on my belief. That's why I came with such a vengeance. I'm like, I'm gonna get my money back, and that's why I left him these voicemail, which he made public. But you know, there was no profanity. He made it public to the community, but no profanity, no. Well, I call him that if we wanna, but no threat to his life or anything. The point is, like, I want what I've given to you because you're not meeting your end of the bargain. That's all. And then when you said I'm hard on him, if you look when I'm talking about him, I'm not tearing him down maliciously. If I say something regard him, I don't care how much you love him, how much of a supporter you are. If you put on your thinking cap, we want to be rational, you'll see the point that I'm making. Like, my tone may come a little harsh, but I just ask for accountability.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with asking for accountability, right? That's totally fair. I'm just using that just as an example, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Far too often, far too often, there's just any number of men and women in our community, in our race, attacking each other, pulling each other down.
So do you think I'm attacking him?
No, just hear me out.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
There's
See?
far too much of that incorporated.
And you notice that he keeps going to people attacking them, people attacking. This is crazy.
America in the workforce in real time throughout every walk of Black America.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. It's not. It doesn't have to be specifically about you and Dr. Johnson, right? It's just that this is too commonplace of a thing that's taking place nowadays. That's all. So I was just speaking on that. I was using that as an example to speak on that. Now, if speak your truth, and if it's and let that stand for itself. But I think that accountability is needed. It's not a bad thing, right?
Mm-hmm. It's very sad and it's embarrassing.
Right, and there were. But speaking of there were a couple. There's more like several videos that you made. It's like at least 2 or 3 that I saw. So that's all.
Well, so you did not approve, Bubba? Like,
I just said to myself, people in business, you have business agreements or friendships and things. I just felt like so the friendship or the business is now dissolved, and that's no longer the case.
But can we be fair? Like, he approached me, and yes, it was a business transaction that went south. But I've always showed him respect. I've always been gracious. And when the thing went bad, he did not support the film. He did not put his stamp on the film. I was already known within the conscious community, she makes movies. Because a lot of say, hey, when you going to make something relating to your community? And I thought when Umar reached out to me, that was like the perfect storm. So when the thing went south, what I was trying to make everybody understand, And I'm not making this up, this is not slandering, he wanted me to hand him over the film. And I said no. And then within the 3 years, the people on YouTube know about Awaken, but Awaken, that's a 3-year-old movie they're looking at. Awaken is not no new project.
Right. Right.
And then he had the audacity to lie, to say, yeah, he kind of wanted the movie. I didn't want to cooperate. He was gonna give me. No, I should not have to hand you over my intellectual property and for you to pay me. Like, what kind of foolishness is that? Does Tyler Perry hand his movie over and then you got to pay him? Does Spike Lee hand his movie over and you got to pay him?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. I'm not saying I agree with that.
And then he lied. He talking about when I made my round in the community.
He ain't got nothing to say about what Umar did to her. Really nothing.
With my court paper, he lied and said this lawyer was doing all this. He travels a lot. He did. Now come on. Who hires a lawyer and you don't know what your attorney's doing? Come on now. Quit playing.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean? Like, and so maybe when you see my video, maybe I come across a little angry because of his backdoor trying to stab me in the back. Yes, I'm human. So maybe I need to kind of step back and kind of, taper that down. And then when I said I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, I did publicly say I'm getting a white boy to get him. I won't do that. I would get black attorneys. That's what I would do, because I don't want to be like him. Because I criticize him because we made a movie. He didn't want a white attorney, but in real life, King, he had 3 attorneys when he had to settle with me. I mean, like, where's the logic behind that? I don't understand how he operates. This is factual.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? So I get the
look. Nothing to say about what. Yo, this is crazy. She's giving him pure facts on what Umar did to her, and all he has to say is yeah. This is this dude really pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie.
That's fair. That's fair. What I'm responding to is I saw one clip where you were I think filing a restraining order or something against him.
Because he got on my YouTube page. He was the police confirmed that was his page. So I publicly see with him. What I learned, I have to come publicly to tame him, because he guards his reputation.
Right.
And then he's making threats. Like, come on now. I've never threatened him. The only thing I said, you're gonna give me my money back. I never threatened him. I said he'll vomit or defecate it, but I never threatened his life or threatened him with bodily harm.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your view on FDMG is you're neutral. You're not answering yes or no whether this school will open.
Hey, it's been a long time. Okay. There's a lot of factors that go into opening a school. Okay, so I just can't say.
Now, do you think? Okay, let me ask you this question.
Let me say this too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to speak about it from a non-judgmental place.
Right.
I'm not trying to speak from emotion or a place of judgment.
Right. I agree.
All right. So it's been a very long time.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yes.
10 years. Like, and so let me ask you this last question. Do you think he took a task that's like he went over his head? And he has too much pride to come out publicly to let Black America and to let the conscious community, hey guys, I took on this task, but it's too much for me. I'm overwhelmed.
I don't think, well, that's possible. Well, do I think he's too proud to just admit where he's...
Yes.
Possibly. Quite possibly. But I don't see no shame. I don't see what the shame would be. If it were me, if I had to come and say, I would just be straightforward. You know,
and I think people will probably be more sympathetic towards him if he comes and say, hey guys, this was more than I could chew. And then another thing he don't realize, I believe if he would stop roaming all over creation and focus and opening the school, even if he opens K through 4th grade, start small. Even if he did that, I think he would get more money because people are like, look, let's give him a break. The school is happening. It ain't where it's supposed to be, but the school is happening. We don't even have that.
But Dr. David Whitaker opened up a charter school, Phoenix Academy, I believe it's called, in Cleveland.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I don't think they're still open, but at one point he had a school. So it's possible.
Well, no, I think they scale down in grade, and I don't understand how you open a school and you scale down in grades. I don't understand that concept, but I guess. I don't know. I've never opened a school. I don't know.
No. Well, there's a lot of moving parts. But in Ohio, schools are funded by the student population drives how much funding you get from the state.
Yeah, but Umar, that's not the concept. His is not. His is going to be grassroots. Yeah.
But I'm explaining.
Because just like in the state. When they fund you, you have to meet requirement. They ask questions. Same thing. If you taking people's money, folks got the right to ask you questions. Point blank. Now, if it was out of your pocket, your own fund, then none of us would even make a video.
Okay, but in hindsight, it's always 2020. Okay, so maybe more questions should be asked from him up front.
Okay, and then that's why I'm having you as a special guest. The brother shut down the tour. That's where the question was going to come from the community.
Okay, so the question remains: why was the tour shut down? And then 2, is it going to be rescheduled?
But he gave no explanation. That's what I'm asking you. Like, there was no explanation. It was just like, all community he was supposed to hit, the tour is just abruptly shut down. And then a no-show, someone of his caliber, you don't show up? Oh my goodness. If you're in the workforce, you're a no-call, no-show, that's ground for termination. Am I right or wrong?
Sure.
And then the person who was in charge, Elder Kovac, who's in charge, who's reaching out to him, he's letting that brother go to voicemail. Come on now.
Right.
So this ain't no slander. This is like factual.
No, let's not jump to conclusions. We just don't know. We have to give him a little time and see where it goes.
Well, how much time do you think we should give him? How much time do you think we should give him right now for FDMG?
I don't know why he canceled. We have to know.
No, you just made a statement. We have to give him time. Regarding FDMG, how much time do you think Black America should give Umar Johnson?
Well, I'm addressing the tour, right? Responding to the tour.
Mm-hmm.
If Black America decides, if the community decides it's time to pull the plug on the school, then so be it, right? 10 years is a long time, and But,
so what do you mean by we should give them time? Like, elaborate. I don't understand the concept of what you just said right now, late.
Okay, let me repeat it. In regards to why his tour was canceled, that's the question I'm trying to address.
Okay.
So, with regard to why his tour was canceled, just give him a little more time to just come forward with a response.
How much time?
I can't say. I don't know why he canceled. Let's say he had a stroke. I mean, God forbid. Let's say he had a serious health issue come up.
Well, he collapsed. So we know ain't nobody gonna pass out. If your body, if you pass out, that's your body shutting down. That's the body saying something's not insane.
So that would be grounds to cancel. Health reasons. So
But why didn't he say that? He gave no explanation, King. That's the point that I'm.
If he had that doesn't need to be explained.
You lost me right there, Lee. You just lost.
No. You don't have to explain if someone cancels because they collapse. If they collapse, right?
I'm not referring to when he collapsed at the meeting. I'm talking about why didn't he give an explanation when he canceled all the rest of the meeting? It's supposed to be 20 house. He only did 2. Well, 1 was a no-show. So there was 18 left, and he gave no explanation. He just I'm not making no more in-house meeting. There's no explanation why he's not doing it. That's what I'm saying. Are we on the same page? I don't know if we're on the same page.
For the most part, I think we are. It's just that hey, all we can do is just wait and see at this point, and his hope his health is it's not nothing life threatening, and that at some point, that hope for the best that at some point in the future down the line he'll be able to keep his commitments. Just give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So let's see before the year's end. Do you think he'll come out with some kind of explanation by December? And maybe he'll resume the tour next year? I mean, I'm just putting that up.
One can only imagine. You have to.
All right, y'all. That's why I'm gonna stop this at, because this microphone keep going in and out, and I'm tired of trying to fix this shit. Let me work with this microphone and try to figure it out. And I'll probably be live back tomorrow before I go to work to finish this off. So let me get on out of here, y'all.